Well, I never thought I'd be making a YouTube apology, but here we are. I need to apologize. I've done something terrible, and rightly I was called out for it in the comment section. When I first arrived in Sumeru, I saw a beautiful, colourful bird, and I remarked on its beauty. I said it was a beautiful bird, and then immediately I killed it. Oh, look at this place. We've got beautiful birds. Look at them. It was shocking behaviour, and I realise now I should never have done it. And I was rightly called out in the comment section of that video. You rightly called me a monster. And I'm ashamed. I feel I've let myself down, but more importantly, I've let you down. And all I can do is apologise. And I'd use this as a learning moment. I will grow and learn from this, and I promise I will never kill another one of those beautiful birds again. I hope you can forgive me and accept this apology. So with that said, welcome back to Genshin Impact. Thank you for joining me today. I am carrying on with the Sumeru Archon quest, and we need to go and speak to some of the merchants here and to find out some more information about what is going on around here. So thank you. Sorry about that intro, but I think, yeah, obviously it needs to be said.
Welcome. How can I help you two?
Hi there. We would like to ask you a question. Do students from the academia ever come to Port Ormos?
Of course. Especially around this time of year. Students from Sumeru City that are about to graduate often come to Port Ormos to cut loose a little. Many people often talk about how hard it is to get accepted into the academia, let alone graduate. But those who finish their studies and go on to become full-time researchers at the academia have it even harder. Sure, we may not be Sumeru City, but Port Ormos offers beautiful scenery and a stress-free environment. Some even say it's good luck to come to Port Ormos, so students and researchers come flocking here when things get to be too much at the academia. Ah, you see over there? Those are students from the academia.
They look pretty serious, maybe even a little worried.
They've been looking worried and miserable ever since they got here a few days ago. If you ask me, the life of a merchant is better. So long as the Akasha teaches us what we need, then life is good.
Those students seem to be discussing something. Let's see if we can listen in.
Yeah, so the point of this is that we're trying to pose as students.
It's no good. I've tried asking around, but I haven't been able to learn anything useful. Not to mention that a bunch of scary-looking Eremite mercenaries have been posted along the streets now.
There's been a lot of fighting between the different Eremite factions in Port Ormos. If we choose to move on our own, then it would be wise to steer clear of them. Especially the group that's constantly shouting some stuff about King Deshret and some resurrection. I've even heard that the Citadel of Regzar is starting to get fed up with them. What was that group called again? Ein something or other?
They're called Ein El Akhmar. Today, I heard that the thing we're after might be in their possession at the moment.
Wait, come again?
Don't you see? Many of the Eremites in Port Ormos deal with trading this kind of thing. They're usually pretty wary of outsiders, but not so with students of the academia. It's because the kind of goods that students are looking for aren't the kind of goods that Eremites are after. As long as they know you're a student, then deals can be made. I've heard that Ein El Akhmar likes to set up shop at the Jafar Tavern. Supposedly, if you're willing to part with 500,000 Mora, they'll give you info on anything.
Wait, did you say 500,000? If information alone costs that much, then how could we ever afford to buy what we're looking for? I guess we might as well give up on trying to graduate this way.
I wouldn't worry too much. Our field of research is very niche. Who else could possibly be after that kind of shady knowledge? I bet it's practically worthless to anyone aside from us.
What are they interested in?
Well, I guess that makes sense. Then the only thing left for us now is to find a way in. Why don't we all just pool our money together and pay for the information?
Whoa! Did you hear that? A niche field of research and shady knowledge? It all sounds pretty suspicious to Paimon. Is knowledge something people just buy and sell like that?
Yes, very suspicious indeed. Or whatever was stolen from the academia was also related to knowledge.
So, what's our plan?
Let's go to Trial Tavern. Yeah, let's go to the tavern.
Didn't you hear what they just said? Buying information is going to cost us 500,000 mora! Have you lost your mind?
You say reliable information is worth the price. I won't let them off easy if it turns out to be a scam.
Oh, alright. Paimon never thought she'd agree to parting with that kind of mora. But if you know what you're doing, then we should give it a shot.
I hope you don't have to part with that much more. I do have that much. I'm actually fairly comfortable with Mora, I think. I know it can run out pretty fast, but I've not had a problem with it so far on this account. But yeah, let's hopefully not spend that much. So, okay, let's go to the tavern then. Oh, street performance.
He will pay the price one day.
Oh, this place really feels alive. It's really good. I'm really enjoying Sumeru.
This is the place we heard those students talking about. Let's find a seat somewhere and see if we can spot the group they mentioned.
You sit down and wait for some time.
Oh, you've arrived. Please take a seat.
So, they think that they can go toe-to-toe with the boss? Huh! Once we reclaim the power of King Deshret, they'll be the first that the boss punishes.
They're nothing to be afraid of. Our main rival now is the Caracal Battalion. They've also amassed a significant amount of Mora this time, so we mustn't underestimate them.
How can the Caracal Battalion compete with the boss when they're nothing but a bunch of money-grubbing opportunists out for a quick Mora?
Yeah, with boss's fervent devotion, he'll be able to use this power to bring our god back this time.
Huh. All these guys talk about is King Deshret, so they're probably the ones we're looking for.
Greater Lord Ruka Devata. That traitor and her followers must not be spared. The day will come when King Deshret exacts vengeance on Sumeru, and all of them shall be punished.
Greater Lord Rukadara, a traitor? What are they talking about?
Yeah, Paimon was wondering what they meant too. We should ask about that if we get the chance later.
Okay, we need to get some information from them. And they are right back here. Okay, let's just walk up to them and ask them, I guess.
Huh? Who are you? What do you want?
I'm a traveller. Do you want to say traveller or a student from the academia? Yeah, so they said that, yeah, the student is probably a good thing to say, right? So yeah, they're wary of outsiders unless you're a student. So yeah, I'm a student from the academia.
Student? What's a student from Sumeru City doing in Port Ormos?
Yeah, I'm looking for info about a certain something.
Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is, can you afford it?
Oh god, do we just give them the money? Oh, I guess so.
Oh, Paimon can't stand to see so much more go. But there's no other choice right now.
If that actually takes the more out of my supply, that's a big dent in what I've got.
Here, this is the merchant's address. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it there. Well, what are you waiting for?
Waiting for you to finish talking. Now, I just have one more question.
Oh, that's right. We heard you mention King Deshret just now. We're actually interested to know more because we're archaeology students.
Fine. Since you've already handed over the Mora, I guess I can throw in a little extra info. As you can see, members of Ain al-Ahmar are devout believers of King Deshret. Years ago, King Deshret founded the great desert nation that was our homeland. It was an advanced civilization, far beyond anything you'll see in present-day Sumeru. King Deshret was the rightful god of wisdom, but he was betrayed by a companion he trusted. She even stripped him of his title, God of Wisdom.
So, you mean the traitor was...
Greater Lord Ruka Devata, yes. That shameless wretch destroyed King Deshret's civilization, and our ancestors were forced to flee to this land where we were made to suffer the tyranny of our enemies. Furthermore, she conspired with the Academia to cover up the truth of her actions, and create the merciful and benevolent facade for which she is now known. Ugh, just thinking about it sickens me. But the story doesn't end there, oh no. King Deshret isn't truly dead. The voice of the Oracle has been heard in the desert, prophesying his resurrection. Mark my words, our god shall return. And when that day comes, all followers of the traitor and all the desert dwellers who have forgotten their true god will suffer retribution together.
Sounds pretty harsh.
If what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it might not be too late for you to become a believer of King Deshret.
King Deshret is returning. Can you tell us more about the Oracle?
I don't have anything to say to you Academia people about that. I think this conversation has reached its end.
Okay.
Not just yet. This man is a fraud.
Ooh. I like them.
You again? Deranged Academia lunatic.
Yes, it's me again. I already warned you that if you weren't willing to sit and discuss things with me, I'd take measures to make things uncomfortable for you. Listen to me. That address he gave you is fake. Or at least, you won't find a merchant waiting for you there. This group has been boasting all around that they can provide information on a certain item as a means of luring people into their territory. Once you show up, they keep up the act until they have hard evidence that you want to purchase said item. Then they use that to squeeze you for all the mora you're worth.
Okay, maybe we'll get our money back then.
Hey! Shut it, Alhaitham! What are you playing at, trying to ruin our business like this, hmm?
Can you call it a business if he's scamming people? It's not really business, is it?
I told you the other day. I wish to discuss my terms with your boss.
Ha! The boss made it perfectly clear that he won't negotiate with you.
Yes, and in no uncertain terms. But that was then. It does not preclude him from changing his mind in the future.
I'm warning you. Don't push us, or this could get ugly. We don't usually get rough with people from the Academia because it just complicates things. For a lunatic like you, though, we might just have to make an exception.
I feel like you're going to come off worse in that, confrontation.
If you're suggesting that we escalate this from a verbal exchange to a physical one, I accept. After all, even the Archons used war to negotiate the ownership of Teyvat. If, on the other hand, we can't agree on any means of negotiation at all, then I'm afraid my next course of action will sting a little more than the mere falling through of a few business deals. I will jeopardize the Eremite's reputation, which I know you value above all else. I am quite confident that if I began to take such action, your boss would willingly approach me himself. However, I fear that by then, some things will have happened that cannot be undone. Also, a word of advice. I suggest you tell your boss exactly what happened here today. Otherwise, he might blame you for not telling him in the future.
What did you say?
Consider this. Have I ever failed to follow through on my word in the past?
This guy is really out of his mind.
Okay then. If you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today. The pier in front of the Pharos Lighthouse, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sharp. Don't expect us to hold back.
Not so fast. First, you return the 500,000 mora to them.
Ah, good, we get it back.
Please, I beg you, don't provoke them. We can't afford any trouble with this crowd. They haven't even paid for their food yet.
Ah, Mr. Iman. There appears to be fewer staff in the restaurant recently. This wouldn't happen to be because they're all busy spreading the word to the students, would it?
Always in on it.
Well...
Someone who chooses to do business with a group like that really can't afford to get so flustered the instant someone confronts them about it. Consider the meal compensation for our silence. I'd say you're getting an excellent deal.
Oh, well, Alhaitham's a badass. I like him.
Whoa, did you see that? He not only got us our Mora back, but sent the Emorites running too. Plus, He seems to know a lot about what's going on around here. Let's catch up with him and ask some questions. He went that way! After him!
So then,
Oh man, I love meeting new characters. Where is he? Here somewhere.
Wait up! It's Alhaitham, right?
What do you want?
Thank you for your help back there.
No need for thanks. My goal was to get to them, and you two gave me just the opportunity I needed. We're even. Oh, I advise you to keep your distance from them. Since they weren't able to make off with your Mora in the end, they might harass you again in the future. Alright. Goodbye.
Hold your horses! We still have something to ask you about! Since you tore through their scam right in front of them, you must know the real story about certain something, no?
Who exactly are you two? And why are you inquiring about that?
I think he's going to see right through us if we say this, but oh well. I'm a student from the academia.
A student? Right. Look, you should know that those thugs conducting business with you had nothing to do with your lie.
Perhaps we can also talk terms. I know a thing or two about swordplay.
Huh? Oh, yeah! She's really strong! Weren't you saying something about a physical exchange? We can help with that.
She doesn't even have a vision. Forget it.
Maybe not, but she can still use elemental energy. Otherwise, there's no way we'd go asking for info from from guys like that. Those high-headed thugs are definitely gonna bring a lot of backup for your next meeting. Even if you don't go alone, you won't regret taking us with you.
Alright, I accept. Got a pen and paper? If you're searching for someone who sells that kind of merchandise, I'll give you one of their addresses, and you can try your luck. We'll reconvene at the appointed time by the pier. It doesn't matter if you show up or not.
So, since you were happy to give us this merchant's information, does that mean you can tell us exactly what we're after?
You were willing to part with 500,000 Mora for something and you didn't even know what it was?
Apparently.
Okay. Well, if you truly are as skilled as you claim, then you can beat the answer out of them when they become hostile. Look, if you've been making inquiries, then you have to know something by now. Tell me what you know so far, so I don't waste time repeating information.
We know it's connected to the academia somehow, and that not only do the Eremites deal in it, but some students want to get a hold of it too. What else?
It seems like some kind of knowledge.
You know almost everything there is to know, but you're unable to compile this information because you've never seen the object before.
Yeah, I feel like we're lacking something significant here.
This is what you've been looking for.
Wow.
Huh? Paimon can't tell what it is. It looks like some kind of ornament.
This is a knowledge capsule. To put it simply, it's a vessel that can store a fixed quantity of canned knowledge. It's like a miniature Akasha. Anyone who links it to their personal Akasha terminal instantly becomes privy to its contents.
Oh, that sounds powerful. Anyone?
Correct. Anyone. Unlike the Akasha, which heavily regulates who can access what information, knowledge capsules confer their contents without any requisites.
Oh, it could contain dangerous knowledge that you never meant to know.
That's amazing.
I think the whole Akasha thing is just an incredible piece of technology. I mean, God, I would love one of those things just to have knowledge pumped into my brain. That'd be amazing.
It's essentially a convenient and harmless vestibule for knowledge. Unfortunately, it's illegal in Sumeru to privately possess or trade them.
So at first glance, Sumeru seems to be a kind of like a really nice kind of place. Everybody seems happy, but because this kind of knowledge is being restricted, you know, the Akasha has restrictions on what you can find out, what you can know, and these things which give you unrestricted access to knowledge is illegal. There's definitely that feels a little bit oppressive, a little bit dystopian. It's kind of not what you would associate with this place on first impressions. I'm really intrigued by it.
They were created as a means for scholars to transfer knowledge gained from Irminsul into the Akasha, and are intended to be destroyed immediately after use. But despite strict regulations, some of these knowledge capsules will always escape destruction. After all, there will always be those in this world who are dissatisfied with life as designed for them by the Akasha, and wish to change their fate.
I mean, that sounds reasonable. You don't want to be dealing with restrictions. People value freedom.
Over the past century, a wide variety of canned knowledge has been leaked from the academia. Now, in Port Ormos, the valuable ones are a means to Mora for the Eremites. Meanwhile, those which the Eremites deem to be useless to them occasionally prove useful to the common citizens and hapless academia students. Well, I think that about sums it up.
Yeah, that clears up a lot. I heard that the academia lost something recently. It seems like it's a knowledge capsule.
Oh, so that's your true objective.
I want to learn more about it.
With our current arrangement, I don't believe I can offer an answer.
Oh, what do I have to do? Perhaps we can negotiate further.
You're still resolved. Fine. Let's talk somewhere with fewer people.
Okay, let's go with him and do some shady business. Just grab this.
Let's continue our conversation here. If you wish to learn more about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost, then you must help me with something.
Oh, what is it?
I need you to find someone named Dory, a traveling merchant.
Okay.
Unlike the peddlers who hawk inferior knowledge capsules, she often has quality goods in stock. Some say that as long as there is profit to be made, there is nothing she won't dare to sell. She's guarded against people from the Academia because most of her wares don't comply with Academia regulations. I think she blacklisted me. I met with her informant, but it soon became clear that they had no intention of letting me get any further. Become one of Dory's customers and earn her trust. This is my condition for further collaboration.
Why do you want us to meet with her?
Until you complete this task, you don't have question privileges.
Fine. So how do we go about doing this?
You two are outlanders who haven't been here for long, so Dory should view you as safe clients. I'll give you the informant's address and their contact password. Beyond the password, though, I have no way of knowing what other tricks she might have up her sleeve. You'll have to improvise.
This is kind of nerve-wracking.
The true challenge begins after you meet her. She has a keen nose for Mora and a shrewd eye for wares, and she only likes customers who she deems to have good taste. I'll prepare some funds for you. Buy her highest quality wares and earn her approval.
But we only just saw a knowledge capsule for the first time. We don't know how to tell which ones are good and which ones are bad. Is that something we can learn quickly?
That's true. Have you two heard of elemental sight?
Yeah, maybe. I can use it.
Oh? That's a surprise. Guess I'll have to hold you in higher regard. Anyway, that ability should resolve your issue.
So if we couldn't use that, how would that information help us? Never mind.
Here are 2 knowledge capsules. Tell me, can you detect any difference in their quality?
They look the same to Paimon.
Try inspecting them with elemental sight.
Okay, that one's glowing a bit more.
How'd it go? Did you see anything?
Yeah, the one on the left... Yeah, they both glow green, but the one on the left shines brighter.
Rumor has it that higher quality knowledge capsules generally appear brighter when viewed through elemental sight. That's because knowledge originates from Irminsul, the root of Dendro power itself. The more powerful the knowledge, the richer it is in Dendro energy.
Kind of strange, because knowledge is very... Well, potentially it's kind of subjective. It's some knowledge might be useless to some people, but very powerful to other people, so...
However, some canned knowledge with a high concentration of elemental energy is of little use in contemporary times, so those capsules are of little value. Using elemental sight is merely a stopgap measure, but it should suffice for earning Dory's trust.
That sounds pretty impressive.
Here's a sheet with the informant's location and contact password, and here is the mora for purchasing canned knowledge. Don't be cheap. You'll need to spend to catch Dory's eye. If there's any mora left over, just keep it. Oh, and be sure to exercise some caution. There have been Matra present in Port Ormos lately. Your efforts will be for naught if they catch you.
Matra?
They belong to the Academia's regulatory body. They also handle cases of illegal canned knowledge transactions. Like I said, the Academia has banned both their trade and possession. The Matra are razor sharp. You're in for nothing good if they lock their sights onto you. If you two want to back out, now's the time.
Well, I'm willing to take that risk. I'll help you find Dory.
Okay, then we have a deal. If you succeed in your dealings with Dory, come find me at the Wikela Funduk. We'll have an open discussion then.
Looking at what Al-Haytham wrote, Dory's informant is a trader near Old Ormos. Let's follow these instructions and try to get in contact with him.
Okay, a little bit of intrigue here. I'm into it.
Hello. What are you two looking to buy?
Oh, we can either buy them raw or unripe. Let's buy some raw Harrow fruits.
Wait, are you sure you're remembering that right?
Oh, I didn't have a look at the paper.
I didn't think it was that on the paper.
Oh, okay. Fine, whatever. We want to buy some unripe Harrow fruits.
What a unique palate. We have unripe Harrow fruits, but we usually keep them in the back. I'll have someone escort you.
Following the paper got us past the first round.
Yeah, I couldn't really go wrong with that one, could I, with your help, Hyman? I need to actually look at the paper.
These two want to buy unripe Harrow fruits. Show them to the warehouse.
Got it. You too. Please follow me.
Don't know if I'm going to get a chance now, though.
You two have a fascinating fashion sense. We haven't seen a customer wearing a Sumeru rose for quite some time.
Hold on. Let me think. Sumeru rose means common merch. No, look again. We're obviously wearing morning flowers.
Ah, my mistake. I do apologize.
Whew. That pop quiz sure was scary.
The warehouse is up ahead. Please follow me.
Right, hold on. Let me just look at something then. We must have picked up informant code chart. Okay, this is what I should have looked at. What was this one again? Oh, transaction funds. Yeah, that's okay. What have we got? Okay, looking to buy unripe Harrow fruits. Ask the informant to take you to Dory. Wear a morning flower. Looking to buy canned knowledge. Wear a Sumeru rose. Looking to buy products legally available on the market. Okay. Mouse customer. Rishboland tiger matra. Taken by mice, sold customers. Taken by Rishboland tiger, confiscated by matra. Okay. Pack in Sumeru City style to purchase a small amount. Pack in Port Ormos style to purchase in bulk. So if we wanted to spend a lot, we want to pack in Port Ormos style. Complementing a customer of skill corresponds to Harrow fruit that causes dizziness and ringing in the ears. Complementing a customer of erudition corresponds to Harrow fruit that causes heat stroke. God, am I going to remember this? Well, Pyman will obviously correct me if I get things wrong, but okay. So skill is dizziness and ringing in the ears. Erudition is heat stroke. Oh god, I'm terrible at remembering things. But I forget things instantly. I have a terrible memory. But let's see if we can do this.
Before I retrieve your products, I need to confirm a few things. Please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice.
So yeah, the mice was bought by customers. So because the tigers are the things we confiscated. So yeah, congratulations to you.
Thanks. If better goods come in, you'll be the first to know.
So I'm glad I read that because I'd never get through this if possible.
You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Yeah, so skill was the dizziness. Dizziness on the side of tinnitus, please.
Yep, that's the right answer. But eating hara fruit that makes your head and ears ring sounds like a bad life decision.
I mean, it does.
Would you like your hara fruits to be packaged in the Sumeru City or Port Ormos style?
There we go, there, Port Ormos style. In bulk, please.
Wow, you two sure are generous customers. We'll be sure to package your products beautifully. Okay, everything has been confirmed. Miss Dory is waiting for you up at... Shoot, it's the Matra! Run!
Oh, so close.
What? The matcha? Where? I'll hate them said we're done for if they catch us. We gotta get out of here. We don't know this area, so let's follow that informant.
Where did he go?
He ran that way.
Yeah, so he's gone up again by the looks of it.
Look, he's over there.
Yeah, let's just keep on going up. We'll catch him. Oh, this is fun.
Hey, if you're hiding from the Rishbaland tiger, come this way.
Yes we are.
Password. Huh? Oh, that voice came from behind the building on the right.
I mean, the big crest marker kind of gave it away, but
You can stop running now. So you were the one who was calling out to us just now. But, are we definitely gonna be safe here?
These two good customers wish to buy some hara fruit, Miss Dory. And if there's nothing else, I'll just excuse myself.
Oh, very good. Thank you. Huh? Wait, you're Dory? Paimon sure thought you'd look a whole lot scarier.
yeah, it's funny because we just recently met Dory in the cooking game. I didn't record myself playing it, but I did play through all of the event that we had just recently. We were to do all the cooking stuff, so I did meet Dory then. I think that's the first time I met Dory, so it's a bit strange that we greeted an old friend, cooked for her, and now we're meeting her for the first time. But that's why I kind of want to get through these story quests as sort of... I don't want to rush them, but I want to get through them just so I can kind of, when new events come out, it's not mixing up kind of timelines and stuff.
Hey, what are you trying to say, Princess Pea-Brain? I can be scary enough when I need to be, believe you me. If you don't watch what you say, then you can forget about doing any business. But it seems you two have actually done pretty well so far. Not only did you manage to find the informant, your reactions were also pretty sharp. You don't really look like criminals or anything, but I bet my Mora that you've been involved in some shady dealings, haven't you? Paimon's not sure if that's supposed to be a compliment, but we'll take it. I can't risk doing business with people who start huffing and puffing after just a few paces, no matter how much Mora they might have. Not only will they get caught by the Matra, but they'll also get us into trouble. As decent folks trying to run an honest business, we don't need any of that. Wouldn't you agree? So that's why I prefer to have customers like you. It's your first time here, but don't worry, I won't ask too many questions. Even if you wish to buy enough knowledge capsules to decorate your house with, please, knock yourself out. As long as you have lots of round, shiny Mora, then we're all good.
Yeah, I think Dory and Paimon would be very good friends. Can you show us your products?
Ah, yes, of course, of course. Go ahead, help yourselves. Voila! Wow, she has a trove of canned knowledge. Whew. She'd probably be in serious trouble if the Matra caught her with all this.
What kind of products do you seek, my dear customers? Don't worry, I'm not interested in your reasons for buying. I can, however, offer some suggestions. Take this one, for example. An analysis of the sociological ideology and dialectics of the Hilichurls. Only 3 people in all of Teyvat have ever studied it, making it extremely rare. It's on sale now for 350,000 mora.
Oh, I know someone who'd be interested in that. Old, what's her name? Ella Musk? Yeah, Ella Musk, isn't it? Got that quest. Okay, yeah.
Yeesh. Who would want to be an expert in that topic?
Or how about the architectural styles and construction methods of Teyvat in the early Archon War period? With this one, you can become an expert in historic architecture preservation and find an excellent, well-paying job in nearly any nation.
Ooh, now this sounds like it could be useful.
Yes, any students might well be interested in that one.
2 million mora, and it's yours. No discounts.
Whoa! That's a lot of mora!
Of course, you are free to pick whatever your heart's desire. The contents and price of each knowledge capsule are indicated in small text on the body of each one, down at the bottom.
Alright, let's try the method that Al-Haytham mentioned.
Okay, they're all kind of glowing. I'll take this one. And this one. As well as this one.
Ah, you've really got a good head on your shoulders, and quite the eye for quality.
I thought it might actually make me choose one there, but well. You pick and choose a variety of canned knowledge.
We'll take these, please and thank you.
My oh my, you are blessed with a taste for both the exquisite and the extravagant. Customers like you are a rare breed. 1 in 100. No, 1 in 1,000 even. Listen, I have a special offer for you two. If you spend just 100,000 more, you can pick any knowledge capsule of your choice up to a value of 1 million mora.
That's a big old discount.
Say what now? Hey, did you hear that? Spend another 100k and we get a capsule worth a whole million!
You can't buy them. Don't let it trick you into spending more.
But all the canned knowledge we just bought is easily worth 500,000 mora. If we spend just a little more, we can get something worth 1 million mora. Isn't that a fantastic deal? Think about it. We've gone to all this trouble to get this canned knowledge. And so far, everything we bought belongs to Al-Haytham. Aren't you even the least bit curious about how this whole canned knowledge thing works? We're talking instant knowledge here. Don't you want to try it yourself?
She doesn't seem to want to. I think you're the one who's curious. You just want to see me try it.
Come on, come on. We still have around 100,000 of Al-Haytham's moral left. So let's put it to good use by finding something useful for you. Ahem. You've got a deal, Dory. We'd like to spend an extra 100,000 mora.
Excellent! Then please, select from this fine collection of canned knowledge over here.
Okay, well we've got a choice of.
Hold on a second. Paimon thought we could choose whatever we wanted. Why can't we choose the ones from over there?
Oh, but my dear customer, the knowledge capsules over here are worth 1 million mora each. I'm sure discerning customers like yourselves will be able to find something to your liking. Please, take your time.
Uh-oh, Paimon has a bad feeling about this. Let's use Elemental Sight again to check these.
Alright, I'll have a look. Yeah, they're all rubbish.
So, what did you see?
They all seem to be equally bright.
So, they're all worth about the same amount?
They didn't seem to be like glowing as much as the other ones, or maybe because they're all doing it. I don't know.
Well, anyway, the more already been spent, so let's at least try to find something useful. Let Paimon take a look here. An introduction to traditional Sumeru brewing techniques, the art of growing spices, an overview of ancient runes. Oh, how about this one? Sword fighting techniques 8.
That sounds a bit dull.
Not sure we'd ever find volumes 1 through 7, but at least this knowledge should be useful, right? Let's go with this one.
Or whatever makes Paimon happy.
Dory, we'll take this one.
All right, very good. I'm expecting some new goods in the next couple days, so be sure to check back again soon. Whether it's canned knowledge or anything else you need, bring your Mora to Dory and doors will open.
Our dealings with Dory went smoothly enough. Let's head to Wakala Funduk and meet up with Alhaitham. Hopefully now he'll finally tell us about what the Academia lost.
Alright then, well let's just check out what we just picked up then, because we definitely picked up some things there. So, yeah, sword fighting techniques. 7. It was bought from Dory's booth at the price of 100,000 more at Pyram's instigation. You have no idea what the first 7 in the series are, but things like combat techniques will always be useful. Well, probably. So they'll just sit in our inventory like these other things here. And maybe we never really get to use them. I don't know. Alright, let's go find Alhaitham. Okay, here he is.
Ha! You two made it. And from the looks on your faces, you were successful.
Whoa, there's so many people from the Academia here. Why would you pick this place as our meetup spot?
Well, Wakela Funduk is under the Academia's control, so naturally the Academia has people working here. I came to Port Ormos under the pretense of conducting official business.
You're a pretty daring guy.
Relax. No one here is interested in anything we say, and the Matcher won't come here. Okay now, tell me how your encounter with Dory went.
We bring Alhaitham up to date and give him the canned knowledge you purchased.
Okay, we did what you asked. So, can you tell us about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost now?
Before that, I have to ask. Why are you two so intent on tracking it down? You don't have to answer, of course.
Well, it's not a secret or anything. We want to meet with the Dendro Archon.
Yeah, she just wants to meet the God of Wisdom and ask her about something important. We've been in Sumeru for a while now, but we still haven't found a way. When we heard that the Academia had lost something that might be related to the gods, we came here in case it turned out to be our lucky break.
In that case, you're on the right track. A short while ago, the Academia lost a knowledge capsule in the desert. It's supposedly a divine knowledge capsule. Use it, and you'll gain the wisdom of the gods.
Wow, there's really such a thing as that? Hey, if we find it, do you think we could learn how to meet the Dendro Archon? Ooh, or even how to find your brother?
I highly doubt it has any mystical properties, but it does indeed exist. And it's right here, in Port Ormos.
So, where exactly?
That's what we need to find out next.
Your goal is to find it too?
I won't deny that. I am investigating because I'm curious as to what the divine knowledge capsule truly is. As you know, the Eremites in Port Ormos also have their eyes on it. It is an extremely precious item. The knowledge contained within may bring great power or wealth to whoever has it in their possession. Several brigades have been vying for ownership of it as of late, but there is still no victor. My personal finances and connections cannot compete with those of the Eremites. After attempting various methods, I finally managed to reach a tentative agreement with several brigades. I agreed to forego ownership of the divine knowledge capsule in exchange for the opportunity to study it. After all, there's no harm in understanding what it is. However, there are those who are less amenable to negotiation, such as those from Ain al-Ahmar.
They adamantly believe that the divine knowledge capsule contains King Deshret's power, and that he will return to this world when they obtain it. They refuse to let anyone from the Academia tarnish their deity's soul.
So you kept hounding them because they refused to cooperate with you?
Yes. Ain al-Ahmar isn't exactly wealthy, but its members are determined to get that capsule by any means necessary. To that end, they've resorted to many methods more foul than fair in order to amass sufficient funds. So, I've been sabotaging their business to force them into negotiating with me. The Divine Knowledge Capsule should be up for a secret auction within the next few days. Each brigade will place their own bid, and the prize will be covertly given to the winner. To ensure the capsule's security and to evade the Matra's notice, the winning brigade will not publicly disclose their victory. Unless I know whose hands the Divine Knowledge Capsule ends up in, my agreements with them will fall through. Dory is the most reliable source of information, but that avenue was previously closed to me. With you on board now, the situation is different.
In other words, you wanted us to befriend Dory so you could find out where the Divine Knowledge Capsule is.
Yes, you can say that. But this arrangement harms none of us. The day after tomorrow, go back to Dory and try to purchase information on the Divine Knowledge Capsule's whereabouts. If she has no information, wait 2 days and approach her again. If I get the opportunity to study the Divine Knowledge Capsule, I will relay my findings to you. Will that suffice as compensation?
That's exactly what I want, thank you.
Okay, then we'll meet up in 2 days.
Haytham, before you go, we actually bought a knowledge capsule for ourselves, but we're not sure how to use it.
You two want to try using a knowledge capsule? Sure, I can teach you.
Or maybe we will get to use it.
Doing so right under the Academia's nose is a bit problematic, though. What do you say we head to the outskirts of town?
Alright then, I guess, yeah, we'll do that one. But we're going to do that in the next episode. Thank you for watching today. Hope you've enjoyed it. I'm very excited to get through this quest. I'm really enjoying this area. It's absolutely beautiful. Yeah, and people have been saying that this is a great area. A lot of people have said that it's our favourite area, so really excited to dive into it. I've got so many plans for things I want to do after this. Various quests to do and things to improve my characters, build new teams, do story quests. There's so much to do, so little time, so we'll get into it very soon. So I will see you then. Goodbye.